Guys, welcome back to the channel. So you probably been wondering, where have I been? I had a consistent upload schedule, then I disappeared. Listen, this new job I've started working almost 2 months ago, WRAP, chicken wrap. I've been fed up. So I just said, you know what, instead of me just avoiding uploading, because I was gonna upload last week, then upload the week before. I said, you know what, no, I'm gonna get this off my chest on YouTube so I can get the stress out, make content, keep people entertained. This is the video today for you guys. And I can't tell you specifically where I work because I still work there. And as crazy as this sounds, it's actually a pretty good paying job, and it's a walking distance from where I live. So I still plan on working here literally after I tell you these stories. I know there's probably gonna be people in the comments, girl, you need to leave. No, I love trauma. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm gonna start from the most recent stories up until when I first started working here, because it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. I recently took a shift that that wasn't mine. I'm not a fan of covering people's shifts, but I am a fan of making money, so I'm gonna take people's shifts if they ask me to. Already low on energy, because if you're anything like me, day that you know you're gonna work, you usually try to get energy. You are energized. But the days that you're not working, when you're more sluggish and you get called into work, it's a whole different type of presence that you're in. So you're already just kind of low on energy. You're not really feeling your best. You're not really giving it your all in your job as you usually do, whatever. So I'm gonna give you clues as to where I work, and if you guys decide to comment guesses, I'm okay with that, but I can't tell you directly where I work. But I'll give you some clues, kind of the type of field I am in. Woman comes in with her husband. It's a white woman. She has dreadlocks. I already know what type of beat she's on. She's on that Pharrell Williams type beat. I'm not here for it, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but I will say, to me, I don't care anymore what type of hairstyles people tend to wear, because my hair's not gonna fall out after I take it out. They think it's giving Scandinavian so bad, and you know that it's not, Hannah. And this is vice versa. Certain hairstyles you're not supposed to wear for a long time because it will literally damage your hair. Same thing for, women that wear wigs. If you wear wigs and lace fronts for too long, it could literally damage your hair. Same thing with dyeing your hair. It could damage your hair if you do it too often. Same thing with braids and hairstyles that are not meant for your type of hair. I thought we already knew this. She comes in looking like Jonathan Davis, and I noticed she's staring at me, because I'm not gonna lie, I did take a double take. I didn't realize, like, oh, white woman with dreadlocks. Oh, but I noticed she's being passive aggressive with me, asking questions that don't really relate to the food she's ordering. I tell them their total. Your total is $5,673.42. My hair this day is in braids, and my hair is pushed down. My hair is melted down right now, so that's why it's shorter than what it appears. But my hair was like in twists down to about here. My hair has grew a lot since I've cut it off, basically. She says, oh, I noticed you're wearing twists. Mine started off as twists too. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I ignored her. Your total is $563,472. I need the money. I kind of laughed it off a bit, but I didn't respond, because obviously that's what she wanted, was a response. Didn't give her one. She looks at me again as the husband pays, and she says it louder. Oh, I noticed you have twists. Mine started off like that too. I don't care, Hannah. I promise you, I do not care. I'm over it at this point. If you want to rock the Jonathan Davis, do what you got to do. If you want to rock the Rob Zombie girl, do what you got to do. Stands at the counter for an uncomfortably long amount of time, just staring at me. Grabs her drink, walks off. I'm like, okay. Is this The Conjuring? I serve them their food because I'm very nice. I'm not rude about it. I'm not scoffing at her. I'm not looking at her. I'm not staring at her. I'm just doing my job. It's pretty busy. I have to serve other customers. I have to take other people's orders. I have to do catering, girl, yada, yada, yada. I don't have time for that. I have to serve alcohol. I don't have time. I'm so sorry. I gotta work. I don't have time to be having conversations unless it's a pretty interesting one. This is not an interesting conversation. Go to collect their plates, right? Are you offended by my hair? Do you not like my hairstyle? And I look at her, and I look at her husband, and I'm hoping her husband's gonna say something, because I'm like, what are we friends? Like, what is this, Wendy Williams? I'm not trying to give you advice. So I look at her husband, and he just kind of shrugs. I look at the wife and I say, I don't really know what you're talking about. I don't know what hairstyle that is. Grab the plate, walk away. She stands there, dumbfounded. I go back to grab more plates, because they ordered a pretty big meal. She takes her hair down, because mind you, her hair was in a bun, looking like the back of Squidward's head. Takes down her hair does this, releases the dreads in all her glory. So she's probably contaminated the table now. So now I probably got to wipe the table twice as much. And I could tell she was trying to do this because I guess when I said I don't know what hairstyle that is, trying to be funny, she was like, oh, well, I'm going to show her. Are you still offended? You know what? There's more customers at the counter. I got to take their order. See ya. I walk off. And I hear her kind of going off on her husband like, oh my God, she's so annoying. Why? Oh my God, does she not like my hair? What is up? Oh my God, white people invented dreads first. Oh my God, what is wrong with her? White people did it first. White people did it first. And I'm just sitting, I laugh. Because I'm like, what is happening right now? There was no correlation of me having a conversation anywhere about your hair. All I did was when you first came in, I noticed that you had dreads and kind of did a little double take. It wasn't offensive. It was curious. I was perplexed, but I wasn't like, ugh. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if you want to rock the Squid Game hair, do it. Want to look like a jellyfish, do it. But she's going off on her husband. Her husband's trying to calm her down. She's trying to eat his chicken fingers and has no idea like what the frick is happening. We've recently lost another server. She's been fired twice. She might come back because considering the way that the management works here, they fired her. When they fired her the first time, she shouldn't have came back, but they did it because she begged for her job. There's not many servers here, so we're basically kind of switching back and forth. I have 5 shifts a week here. That's how low on servers we are because people have just come and go over the years. One of the managers have told me they've seen 30 people last year leave, come and go. Should that immediately been a red flag and I should have scooted my butt on out of here? I don't know what it is about 19-year-old white girls, but y'all are the weirdest genre of women on the face of the planet. Every 19-year-old white girl I have encountered since I have moved here is just on some BS. Y'all are a weird kind of little demographic statistic genre of people, and I don't know what it's come from. I don't know, as soon as you turn 19, just all hell just comes upon you. I don't know what it is. Y'all going through the craziest shit because there's 3 girls, all 19, going through the craziest things. Half of the stories I'm gonna tell you are about them. First time she got fired was because she wasn't showing up. She kept having people cover her shift. She basically wasn't doing her job until one day, and I'm like, oh, you're crazy. You need to be locked up. I'm gonna call this girl Michelle. Other things that she has done that she should have been fired over but wasn't. She slept with one of the cooks. Oh my God. There's a shed in the back of the place that I work that's basically like extra supplies. Sucked on his flesh popsicle. She told me. And then I went to ask him. He was like, yeah. But mind you, he's been in a relationship with the same woman for years. She's pregnant. Not Michelle, the woman he's with. She's pregnant because every time he gets caught cheating, all she does is whoop his ass. But there's no necessary repercussions for it. All she does is whoop his ass. He came to work one day with a black eye, and we all knew like, oh, he must have been cheating again. Michelle slept with him. She told me she didn't know that he was in a relationship because he acted so single. My point exactly. Michelle, and I quote, tells me that she likes to manipulate people into doing drugs. Did you hear what I said? Michelle literally goes out of her way to try to manipulate and peer pressure people into doing substances that they do not want to do. She has told me out of her face. She has told it to other people. She's tried it. You know how I know? Because one of the managers was over her house with her boyfriend, Michelle's boyfriend. And I'm not kidding. She gave one of the managers a type of substance. It rhymes with ketamine. She gave one of the managers that thing, and they showed up to work. Obviously off of that because Michelle just gave it to him. She didn't get fired from that. No. That wasn't the final straw. So she shows up to work with a substance in her body. It rhymes with smoke. Apparently the managers take notice. She didn't get fired from that. No. She got fired when she walked out and walked home, leaving her car in the parking lot. Her car was in the parking lot, but she walked home. That was their breaking point. That was the straw that broke the camel's toe, whatever that saying is. That was it. That was the moment. It was the moment they realized she is not welcome here. I was like, did you show up with some type of stuff? And she's like, yeah. It's pretty normal. What? So obviously I'm the oddball out here because everyone at this job is batshit crazy. I'm the normal one. Usually I'm the batshit crazy one at work. I'm not a morning person. You know me, I wake up like a bear, confused, startled, what's going on, what day is it? Surprisingly, I do prefer the morning shift because it goes by quicker and then I have the rest of the day to myself as opposed to me working at night. It's night. I want to do stuff. I want to read. I want to get on the treadmill. I want to work out. I want to cry. I want to sleep. I want to masturbate. I can't do none of those things because obviously I'm at work. I get a moment to myself. I get to chill, like 3 hours of just me running around. I noticed there was a woman outside just walking around back and forth, inside out, left and right. She goes to the front, walks to the back, goes to the side. She came in once to use the restroom. Now, I didn't see this, but one of the servers told me, yeah, she came in to use the bathroom and then left. And I noticed she's been walking out there, I guess, ever since she used the restroom. Tell one of the managers on duty, I'm like, sweetie, I think she's nodding. Now, if you don't know the term nodding is basically take a substance and you're kind of going in and out of the high, and you kind of, I'm sure some of you have seen those videos where you've seen people nodding and they're kind of just like slumped over, hunched over. They seem just completely out of it. That's what she was doing as she was walking back and forth. To me, a manager's supposed to step up to the plate and go out there to see what's going on. She didn't do that. No, she had one of the servers do it. I told you for a reason. You're the manager here. You're on shift. You're on the clock. You've clocked in. You've been here before I was.
You're the head bitch in charge.
Goes out there. The server comes back with the craziest look on her face. It looked like she's seen freaking Pennywise come out of the sewer. She tells me that one of her legs has blood running down it. What? What is this? Exorcism? A vein kind of poking out of her leg, like a bluish vein popping out of her leg. And I'm like, oh, she must have did something. So the server goes, I'll be right back. Goes into the bathroom, comes back out, is mortified. And no one has said a word to her. And obviously I haven't started noticing her until 2 hours in. And I'm like, I've seen this woman about 5 or 6 times already. Did she already eat and she's just waiting on a ride? Is she just here chilling? Because I don't care. I just need to know so I can go on about my day. Because if she's trying to shoot up the place, I need to leave. I need to sneak out the bag. I need to know, girl. If she's trying to do a drive-by, I need to know so I can sneak out the bag. Hello, I gotta escape. She says there's blood on the bathroom sink. So I put all the pieces together. This woman came in, went into the bathroom, shot herself up with something, walked out, and has been nodding off ever since. Older people walking in and out of this establishment. This establishment gets pretty busy because it's one of the few places that serve what we have. So the fact that this woman was there the entire time, no one said anything because I didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't do everything. There was probably blood in that bathroom and people were going to use that restroom. Going in there with this woman's contaminated blood. A needle, an axe, I don't know how that stuff works. I don't do that sort of thing. The server goes back out there and tries to talk to her. Woman, the crackhead's like, oh, you know, I have an Uber on the way. Everything's fine. I have an Uber on the way. Blood dripping down her leg. Because I kind of look, because I don't go out there. I'm not dumb. I'm not going out there. I don't know what this woman is capable of. I don't know if she's got a side piece weighing on her. I don't know. She's calling an Uber. You need to go to an Uber hospital. This isn't fun. This isn't appropriate. She gets into the Uber, drives off. We never see this woman again. And I'm looking at the manager like, you should have done something. You should have called the police. She wasn't just off to the side, just chilling where no one could see her. She was vividly outside with her leg bleeding. People could see her. People were passing through her. And I guess everybody, no one's a snitch up in here because no one ever came up to us and said, hey, there's a woman outside bleeding. No one ever said that. No one ever came up to us and, you know, made it well known. No one had a megaphone. So I'm gonna go back to the cook. I'm gonna call the cook Syphilis, because obviously that's probably what he's passing to every single one of the servers that's worked there. So Syphilis has slept, with my knowledge, 3 different servers. They've all told me they've slept with Syphilis. It's just interesting because Syphilis has never made a pass to me, but I have noticed him staring, looking at my booty and my assets a couple of times. Like, hello, my body is tea. I get that. I don't necessarily wear revealing clothes because it's still a job, but I do wear clothes that kind of hug my figure, that let my figure marinate, because I'm gonna show off my body a little bit because it helps me get tips. I think Syphilis knows better because Syphilis knows if he tries that shit with me, he might get punched. Besides one, I'm gonna call that girl Anna. Syphilis has tried to approach her numerous of times. And that's crazy that they haven't fired him for sleeping with multiple servers.
And sexual harassment.
But apparently he's such a good cook. He's so iconic. He's the next Gordon Ramsay. They don't want to lose him. You know, the shed that, Michelle was throwing it back at? Was letting it all marinate, letting it all hang out. You put your left foot in, you put your left hand out, you shake it all back to Anna in the bit, because Anna has her own lore. Also one of the 19-year-old white girls. Also one of the craziest people on the planet I've ever met. Syphilis shows up one day, comes into work, does his job normal as usual. I noticed that his phone keeps beeping. And I'm like, that sounds a lot like the Tinder notification. A lot like the Tinder notification. Doesn't he have a girlfriend and she's pregnant and he's already slept with 3 of the women here? Interesting. It's polyamorous over here. Oh my god. This keeps going off to the point where he has to shut off his phone because it's bling, blue, 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 blue. He has to turn his phone off. Halfway through his shift, a woman walks in. This man by his hair drags him out. I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna call the police? She just dragged one of the cooks out. Everybody's just like, we ain't seen nothing girl. Huh? What's the color of the sky? I'll call this the Fab Shack. Everything is fabulous up in here. It's fabulosity. It's fabulously crazy, fabulously ghetto. Comes back about 20 minutes later, black eye. So is that it? I would also like to add that Michelle, earlier from the story, has not only slept with Syphilis, but multiple of the people working there, including, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? The owner's son. Owners, I'm gonna get to the owners. The owners are like the Kardashians of this city. They are very rich. They both love black dudes, have black children, biracial black children, and profit off of black culture. Literally, I'm not even trying to be funny here. I'm not kidding. He is the epitome of the nonchalant dreadhead. I don't care for his attitude. I don't care for how he portrays himself. I don't care how he does talk to people when he does speak. I don't care for him. I'm gonna call him Tar. Michelle was talking to me. Her and Tar met up. They added each other on Snapchat. That's how I knew, first of all, this was going downhill, because what grown-ass man still has a Snapchat? I'm not kidding. That is one of the biggest icks to me. If a grown-ass man, grown, I'm talking like 25 plus. So Tar and Michelle add each other on Snapchat. Michelle starts sending Tar nudes. Obviously, Tar returns the favor. Tar was clapping Michelle's cheeks in the back of Fab Shack. I'm gonna say that one more time. They both have admitted to it. Tar was grabbing cheeks, was flipping her upside down, inside out, back and forth, tossing her out the window, tossing her through the windshield, in the back of the Fab Shack. They let it happen. And the only reason why they got caught, because mind you, the owners are not there that often. The owners do not care about this place. It's not taken care of. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be renovated. It needs new management. Michelle was running her mouth. Literally, no one knew about this until Michelle started popping at the mouth. Michelle and Anna are best friends. So Michelle tells Anna everything. And I guess Anna runs her fucking mouth to literally everybody. And I guess that's how they found out. So now Michelle and Tar can't work the same shift. And mind you, Michelle didn't get fired after that. Tar didn't get fired after that. It doesn't matter if you're the owner's son or not. You shouldn't be clapping one of the server's cheeks. It's not how that works. That's not appropriate. Oh, that a whopping shift difference. Oh, that's definitely gonna keep them apart. Oh, Romeo and Juliet over here. It's a lot of information, right? And I wish to y'all I had the creativity and the imagination to make this shit up. I'm not. This is literally word of the mouth and just everybody confirming it. I've even asked the owner at one point, and the owner was like, yeah, my son slept with one of the servers. I'm gonna end it here, y'all, because this, like I said, it's gonna be too long. I am gonna make a part 2 of this. This is for sure, because I have so many. I'm not even halfway done. I'm not kidding, y'all. This is probably a quarter of the stories that I have from working here. I still have a period, I still have a semicolon, I still have a question mark, I still have an exclamation point to do. Girl, you should have been on left this job. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Oh my God, what has my life turned into?